Hello Gemini, welcome to your reading for April 25th through to the 2nd of May. And as always, it's going to be general, so if something doesn't resonate, use your own discretion and just let it go. Leave it for someone else if it doesn't resonate. Let's welcome in the archangels, ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, our higher selves, and any animal, ancestral, or dragon guides you feel resonant with, Gemini. Also, just like to encourage people to, if you like tarot and you don't already have some tarot decks, they can be actually a very useful tool for, your own personal spiritual growth and, developing your intuition. So, I always encourage people to grab a few decks. Let's see what's going to jump out here for you, Gemini. Wow, the world. Okay. Right. Hang on. That was going to be too many. Let's just grab some here. Wow. 3 of Cups. Okay. Just recently, Gemini. I think there's some sort of group or something that an energy that you're moving into. Maybe you found some like-minded people and you're sharing your experiences with them, or maybe it's a creative group. Maybe you are working on a project together, or maybe it's like a meditation group. Could be anything, anything you like to do. Maybe it's a recreational group that you're joining and that you've joined recently. And I think it's really allowed you to feel like you're getting some, a really nice balance in your life. Okay, the world here. This is also an energy of feeling free, but also feeling grounded and as well. So it's sort of helping you to feel kind of really high frequency, which is nice. Let's look at your current energy as well. Just recently maybe you've been hanging out with these, maybe it's a new friend group, or maybe it's old friends and you've done something together and, it's been really awesome. Maybe you've gone on a holiday or something like that. Let's have a look here. At the moment, you are jumping headlong into your rebirth here. This is the death or rebirth card. Also transformation, a slow transformation of change. And I think there's something about this new frequency for you, Gemini, and I feel like you're really sort of trusting and believing in yourself, and, feeling really source connected. Maybe even your inner child is activating as well. And I feel like you are feeling that it is transformational for you, that I think you're feeling into this rebirth, like a higher frequency energy that you're moving into for yourself. Now that could be from your higher self perspective, okay? From an ego perspective, there could still be some, struggles and teething issues as well. And there could be some healing that you're doing, because this is the underlying theme, which is the 3 of Swords. This is when the heart and mind is not in complete alignment, okay? But I think what's happening here is with your Knight of Cups is that you are bringing in the self-love. You are opening to this higher unconditional love vibration, which could be coming from within you, from your higher self, from your spirit guides, but also from people around you. Or maybe in the environment, maybe you're going out in nature like this guy is here on the horse. And certainly these types of energies here are going to be very healing for you, okay? Joy and happiness. This is the underlying theme, is that there are still some things, and you're probably aware of this, Gemini, there's still some things that you are healing, okay, within yourself as we all are going through this process. General direction moving forward is the Queen of Swords, and I think this is your mutable air. I have a feeling this is kind of your energy here, Queen of Swords. It's a really nice blend of masculine and feminine, but also this idea that moving forward, Gemini, you're going to be aligning with your heart and with your, you know, your soul, your creativity, your spirituality, and your intuition. And as you do that, I think people are going to be recognizing you. I mean, I think you're going to be going through this rebirth. And this is sort of the energy I think that you're going to be embodying, and people are going to notice, and it's going to lead to your success, okay? You're going to be success. So this is sort of moving forward for you, Gemini. It's all about your rebirth and how that's going to translate down into success in your life, okay? Let's grab your outcome. And we will have a look here as well. An outcome and a challenge, or maybe something that you're not aware of as well. No, we're just going to take off the top here. The Hermit. 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So this is the kind of along those lines of, you know, like the teething things, like, you know, we're taking, actually many of us, we have to take the good with the bad at the moment. And the bad I'm saying is like the low frequency stuff that we can tend to revert back to, but we're also feeling into this high frequency stuff coming through. And this is the Hermit here, the soul energy. So the outcome is, I think, you will be taking some time, or maybe even regular times, away from things just to be by yourself, Gemini, which is, you know, going to be good. You also have the 5 of Pentacles, which can be like a perception of lack, or as though something is missing. But it's interesting that general direction moving forward, it's like this is talking about your success. So I think this 5 of Pentacles is something about something that you're healing within yourself. It could be a belief that you have, or a value that you've been ascribing to, that maybe it puts you in a perception of lack at times, okay? Or maybe this is like a feeling of unworthiness or something to that effect. And this obviously is kind of a situation where the heart and mind are kind of just a bit out of alignment, right? But I think during those times, you're going to be doing some, just pulling away, like if you're feeling into that energy, just pulling away and reconnecting with your soul here in your Hermit energy, which, you know, this is you connected to source and your inner child here, Gemini, at the moment, right? And it's really a matter of kind of just keeping on revisiting that energy, okay? And in the area of challenge, or something you may not be aware of, it's that whatever you are doing here is that, you know, it is possible to work in a way that is going to bring you emotional, spiritual, and creative fulfillment. And maybe that's not something that you've been experiencing. I mean, if this is sort of talking about a holiday here or some good times, you know, I think maybe there might be some changes on the work front, or there's something that you're going to be doing possibly. Yeah, maybe that's coming down the track. We'll get some spirit guidance. But yeah, the 8 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups, that's kind of like, you know, having your cake and eating it too. It's like, you know, you're working away happily and meaningfully at something, and you're getting this, you know, full 10 of Cups. It could just be that you may not be perceiving at the moment that this is possible, but it's held there in potential for you. Okay, Gemini. Well, let's have a look here. We'll get some spirit guidance as well. Right, King of Swords keeps appearing. The Wizard of Oz is who that is. And we also have the Hermit again. And the 10, the 10 of Swords. Now, I think the 10 of Swords here is talking about, you know, in the movie, it's that thing about, you know, the Emerald City, kind of where people are under the guise of, you know, that everything's okay, but it's actually corrupt. So this is something about Spirit's just saying that for you to realize that, you know, okay, there may be some corruption going on in the world, but that doesn't mean that, you know, that you have to ascribe to it. This is Hermit here. This is like the soul, contemplating the soul, connection to source, you know, peace, harmony, balance, doing the inner depth work. Okay. You have Hermit twice in your reading, Gemini, so you may need to be taking some times out from this kind of, if this corruption energy is in your face a lot, maybe you're seeing it or hearing it on the news or whatever, it might be Spirit saying, you know, just to take some time away from that, because, you know, if we're in this kind of, and this is kind of coming to an end, as we know, okay, the 10 is coming to an end. And it's the start, also marking the start eventually of a new beginning. This is your King of Swords here, which is, you know, it can be talking about intellectual mastery, but it can also be talking about overthinking or over-analysing, being too much in that energy. And I think Spirit's probably popped these in here because you're a mutable air, Gemini, so you are going to be maybe susceptible to some of these energies flying around, okay? And maybe at times going into this, maybe even, you know, paralysis by analysis or overthinking or being overly in the mind. But, yeah, let's look at the bottoms of the decks. But then Hermit there is the key. It's like your soul, and this is what you're doing here. This is like a soul alignment thing. The Fool energy is very source connected, okay? The World, you have the Fool and the World in your same reading, which means you've kind of come full cycle, and I think you're starting a new cycle as well, okay? Which is cool. Queen of Pentacles, really nice. Nurturing yourself here, Gemini, is going to be, and grounding, being in nature, you know, even animals. She has lots of black cats around her, but you know, if you're not a cat person, maybe going, watching the birds or playing with your dog or something like that. Yeah, nature, animals, even maybe animal spirit guides, that type of thing. Looking after health and well-being as well is going to be helpful. Yeah, you're going through a rebirth. You know, you're waking up into this new possibility here. You know, Eight of Pentacles and 10 of Cups, like working in a way that is fulfilling and meaningful and really uplifting for you. Strength, yes. Gemini, you have the strength to move through this. This is about overcoming inner challenges and obstacles. Okay, you have the ability to heal from whatever it is that you are healing from. And yeah, that is also about, you know, trusting your instincts, trusting your guts as well, your gut, you know, instinct. Two of Swords. So yeah, this is also can be about listening to higher frequency assistance that can help you at those times when you are feeling like indecisive or you're not sure what to do next. Just really stop and just kind of focus on your breathing and go within. I'm pretty sure these crows are actually trying to take this string off of her or something. So higher consciousness, right? Tapping into your higher consciousness, Gemini, is going to be of assistance. And let's have a look here, and then we'll grab a Lemurian Star Child Oracle for you. Queen of Cups. So you have Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. So this is the Queen of emotions, of your intuition, okay? Your spirituality, your creativity as well. So really, you know, really honouring the emotional vibration of yourself and I guess, paying attention to those subtle energies around you as well, and, you know, responding as you need to. Even if that means, you know, with your Hermit here, it might mean moving away at times from that. Because it's not only that maybe Gemini, if you have perceptions of lack, but maybe there are times when, you know, you're in a group or a room or a building or something, and there are people around you with this sort of vibration. So it's about looking after your own energetic frequency and doing what you need to kind of cleanse your field afterwards. Okay. Let's grab a Lemurian Star Child Oracle as well. You're definitely, you know, general direction moving forward. You're coming into being recognised for your efforts and also your intelligence here, Gemini. You know, you've got Queen of Swords here. Yeah, Queen of Swords. You know, very intelligent, caring, and wise. This is you here. Okay, intelligent, caring, and wise. And you're going to be recognised as such by others. And here we have Divine Cosmic Mother Womb. Wow, I don't think I've seen this card before. There's like 88 cards in that Oracle deck. You are loved, you are safe, rest now and sleep well. So I think this might be talking about your healing here. If, you know, if this is something about maybe if there's been something to do with love and the thought processes, you know, or, you know, that type of thing. This is that reminding you that Spirit has your back, that you are loved, okay? And that you are safe and that you can rest now. And I mean, certainly these energies here, it's like this is a very safe energy, the world, okay? And there's something you've realised recently, Gemini, that's sort of really helping to ground and really elevate you. And it's also been transformational, okay? Inner child activation, I think, is something. And maybe this is about you feeling safe enough to activate that inner child energy, which could be very creative, intuitive, spiritual, and source connected, okay? Divinely connected as well. Rest now and sleep well, yep. So there we have it, Gemini. I hope that's been helpful. I look forward to your next reading, and in the meantime, have a great day, a fantastic week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.